Good morning, good morning, good morning. Another day, another dollar, baby. Let's go. This is how I got my chart set up for the day. We had such a big day yesterday, like from the lows of 546 to the highs of 560. So almost a 14-point move yesterday. So the chart is going to be extended. It's going to be huge. It's going to be spread out. So that's why I have four levels that I'm watching going into today. I have 560 to 560.70. So up in the 560s range. I have 555 to 555.50 as my first mid level, which is considered support right now until broken. Then under that, I have 551, so like 552, 5 to 552.60s. I have this as my second level, my second mid level. So all these levels that's trading under price that's holding under price right now is all support levels, but until broken. And what I mean by until broken, that means until the market cracks these levels and then they become resistance. Simple. So support is considered the floor. Resistance is considered the ceiling, right? How high price can go. So right now, these three levels are my support until broken. So I have 547 to 546 as my major support. That's prior day low, prior day high. So right now, prior day high is resistance. So if we lose prior day high as resistance, then we probably gonna look to push up to these 564, 565 area today. So, but I know we got some news coming out today, jobs, jolts, and I know tomorrow is supposed to be that tariffs with President Trump, I guess. But you know, I always say, hey, don't let the news judge your decisions on how to trade. Just trade your levels because it could be good news, market go down. It could be bad news, market go up. It could be mixed news, market bounce around. Like news just creates volatility. So that's just all you have to think about and all you have to remember. News just creates volatility. So trade your levels. I mean, obviously, if it's some important news coming out, you don't want to go against it because it's going to manipulate the market. Like, it's going to be huge moves in the market. But you just never know when those moves are going to come. So that's why you must trade your levels at all points. Like, yeah, news to come out, flush it from resistance down to support, find support, and then bounce. Like, that's just how it goes. News just creates volatility. Just always remember that. But yesterday was a good day. I caught the calls yesterday, and I'm glad I didn't rush in because I knew that the market possibility was gonna bounce down here this low. Like we had a huge sell-off day on Friday, a major gap down Monday morning. So I didn't want to continue to try to chase that short down here when I know this level was a strong level of support when it bounced off here before in prior days. Like over here, you see the bounce. So I know I didn't want to chase a puts down here, and I didn't want to short the market down here because I knew more than likely it was going to bounce, and it did, as you can see. Now I thought sellers would probably come back in at that pre-market high or at prior day low, but they never came in. The market just kept bouncing, and that was a strong buying day because we had almost, what is that on this candle right here, this daily candle. We had almost, this mouse, I hate this mouse. We had 95 million shares yesterday traded. That's a huge volume day, and it was such a huge day. Like 14 points. That's a that was a lot of buying pressure yesterday. Will it continue today? Who knows? But as you can see in pre-market, it touched resistance again, sold off, but it's bouncing around up in this area from this $5 range, but it's finding support down here at the 555s. So me going into the day, I'm gonna be watching this 555. Hopefully we can hold and try to push back to the 560s and try to retest that. So that's the trade I'll be looking for. Hopefully I can get this retest and hold and then push back in. But I'm not rushing into anything because I know it's still liquidity down here too at 552. So yeah, it can touch here, but bust down and then make his move back higher. You get what I'm saying? So at those levels, you want to see buyers present themselves. So like you want to see stuff like this, like consolidation and then try to push it higher. But you got to understand the trade. So people are still trying to look to get short, like waiting for the shorts to come back up here to get short because look, it's an imbalance. Waiting for the shorts to get up here because look, it's an imbalance. So if you get long, when you get long off these levels, you have to have that into consideration. You have to know, like, hey man, I remember sellers there present. Will they still be there? No one knows. You just hope that if you're in this trade, if you catch the calls here, say you get in the calls and you get the move, you can't be greedy, man, because you got to know that hey, there was sellers here once upon a time, and they may be just waiting to enter their position here. Again, you get what I'm saying? So they could still be present. So you got to be quick on your decision making. Now, if it just get up here and it just keep squeezing through, then you in good shape. Then there's no worry. But if it get there and start like bouncing around, you see candles start consolidating here, then you know like, hey man, somebody building a position. I should probably cover. Yes, that's 5. So from 555 to 557, that's a 2-point move. That's a great trade. And a 2-point move, I mean $2 move. Yeah, you might not get the home run all the way back to the all the way to 560 for the 5-point move, but a $2.50 move is good, man. That's a great move. So you just got to know that's all trading comes down to, being able to make the right decision at the right time. And right now you see the trade. The trade is to the downside. You see, but it's finding support. So we want to see it find support here and try to take it long. Hopefully, if it give us the signal to hop in the calls, then we'll take the 555s or the 556 calls to either 557 or try to get the 559 if it can just rip through it. But then second trade, if it breaks down, then we know that 555 is no longer support. So more than likely we're gonna try to go get 552s, 550s. So you'd like to see this trade bust down and consolidate up here and then make its move. That's just my thought process, and that's what I'm going into the market looking for this morning. I would not make a trade until these levels are touched. Like, I don't trade none of this. Like, yeah, you can get short here, but that's not a level that I like, me personally. Now, there's a million ways to trade the market. Now, if I miss this trade, then I'll just wait for resistance to come into play. Like, if it just keeps squeezing up and we don't never get the retest, I'll just wait for resistance to come in place. You get what I'm saying? Or if it just start get short here, then I'll just wait for this to come back and play. But I'm not making a trade until 555 come into play or 560s come into play. At least somewhere close up here in this area and somewhere close down in this area before I make a decision or a trade. And that's what I'm looking for today. And good luck to you guys. Peace.